Imagine spawning into a world where you have to pay with random items to unlock the chunks around you. Well, today I'm going to spend the next 100 days attempting to expand this single chunk as much as I possibly can, transforming the area we unlock into the ultimate survival base, and of course trying to beat the game. If you end up enjoying this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. That way it means I can make more videos just like this one. But without further ado, this must all start with the very first chunk. Alright, and we're inside of the world. Oh my, look at this. Wait, yeah, look, you can see all of the chunks we can unlock. Thankfully, we do have a pig friend already, so hello. I don't know how long you're going to last, but wait, there's another one right here. Come through. But yeah, I can't lie. I think we have a quite nice spawn by the looks of it. Like, I can see that we have some sort of plains biome. Wait. There's a sheep. Okay, we're going to need them quite soon. But yeah, there's a plains biome over there. Then I guess a forest over this way with... Is that... Oh my, wait, that's a huge cave. But yeah, I guess, why don't we try and unlock our first chunk? And by the looks of it, this chunk here has some sort of cave kind of within the chunk. And as we can see right now, it is only one dirt to unlock the chunk. So if I just come over to here, we should be able to... Yes! Alright, look at that. We've unlocked, what is that? A first achievement. Yes, unlock your first chunk in the overworld. But not only that, we now have access to this huge cave. Wow. I can already see iron. Let's go. But obviously, before I explore this cave in any way, I'm going to have to do the usual of getting a basic set of wooden tools. There we go. Okay, 6 oak logs. That's not too bad. And if I just craft that wood up into, yeah, a pickaxe, an axe, and then I suppose probably a sword might come in quite helpful. But if I was to look right here, yeah, look, one more piece of dirt and we can unlock another chunk already. I'm pretty sure the more chunks I do unlock, the harder the chunks get to unlock. But I guess whilst it's only one dirt to unlock one, yeah. Look, there we go. We've got a little bit more room to work with now. Oh, wait a second. No way, we can finally see light. Look at that. Oh, that is amazing. I think obviously because right now these chunks are blocking all of the light. Well, they're blocking the sun from obviously lighting up this whole big area. But I'm hoping by day 100... Also, wait, we have a little cave here. But yeah, I'm hoping by day 100, obviously, we have a huge area unlocked and transformed into a very, very nice survival base. But yeah, I guess now that we see there's a cave here, I may as well come down and, I don't know, just get some stone to upgrade our tools already. I would like to try and find some coal as soon as I possibly can, because obviously I don't know when we're going to be getting a sheep, or I should say a few sheep, to get some wool for a bed. And obviously that is kind of a problem because the mobs will start to spawn, and yeah, we kind of need torches for that. So is there any coal kind of reachable? There's that coal, which is, I guess, what is that? A spruce door? I don't think we have any spruce. You know what? Let me just unlock this chunk really quick. Let's go. And then, what is that? A honey bottle? Oh my, okay. Either way, it still seems like we have a little bit of time before that sun is setting. But yeah, for now, I may as well just upgrade my tools quickly. There we go, lovely. We don't need these anymore. But yeah, I really think, surely there's some coal down here somewhere. You know what, if I was just to make a mine, just like a kind of strip mine thing down here, surely I can find some coal this way, just kind of mining down a little bit. Wait. Actually, I've got an idea. Seeing as the sun is quite literally just about to set, I do have obviously the cobblestone, and we have quite a few, trees. Yeah, just laying around the areas we've unlocked so far. If I was to quickly craft up a crafting table, slap him down. Yeah, use some of this wood here to smelt some... Oh, that's a crafting table. Yeah, to smelt some of the other wood. And then we should get some charcoal, I think. Hopefully. Yes. As then I can make a couple torches. Oh, thank God. And just place them down alongside all of the areas that I've unlocked so far. Because yeah, the last thing that I want is a mob to spawn inside of our kind of chunks and end this video already. And I think it's probably going to be quite a smart idea just to maybe clear up all of the trees within the chunks we've unlocked so far. One, that just gives us a nicer big open area to work with. And two, that will give us quite a lot of blocks just to do whatever we want with. Because for example, like this one is just one oak slab to unlock. And if I have a whole bunch of wood now, I feel like that should probably help us quite a lot later in the video. So yeah, let me just cut down a couple trees. Whoa, where is that? Oh my God, there's a zombie. There's no way. Get away. Get away. Oh. Wait, no way, he dropped a potato. Wait, that's actually insane. Okay, there's like a whole... What is this? A zombie apocalypse? What is happening? an iron? Wait, what? Okay, that is weird timing, as I was just about to come back and say that we're gonna have a quite big problem with food, obviously, because I know that we saw the pig when we first spawned into the world, but I haven't actually seen him in a very long time. And if you look at our hunger, we are already running quite low on hunger. I guess, wait, there is an apple there, so I could just have this for now, but yeah, most importantly, that potato that zombie just dropped, obviously, I'm going to try my absolute best not to eat this, because the second that we get access to water, wherever that may be, we could obviously make a potato farm for infinite food, but I guess that means we are living off of apples for the next, I don't know, quite a few days. But anyway, the sun should be rising fairly soon, hopefully, so let me just carry on breaking these trees. Whoa, oh my god, okay, that didn't last very long. There's 2 baby zombies. Get away. Yes. Okay, right, it is like we're in a zombie apocalypse. This is scary. Obviously, I keep saying that I'm just going to place some torches around to stop the mobs from spawning. But obviously, they can still spawn within the chunks that we haven't unlocked. So yeah, that is definitely another problem we're going to have to work with. Yes. Okay, wait, oh my god, what is that? Ah, get away. Get away. Ah, oh my, that hurts. Get away. Ow. No. Oh my. Oh. We're on half a heart. So I was going to say the sun's rising, which is obviously a great thing. Right, something tells me we're going to have to eat this potato. No, surely not. Oh, that was insane. That was so scary. Are there any apples that I can get whilst being obviously careful of absolutely... Oh my god, I can hear a skeleton. Wait, run. Yeah, as sad as it is, I think I'm going to have to... What is it? Bake this potato really quick. Yeah, annoyingly, I'm going to have to eat this potato just to regen a slight bit of health. Either way, though, let's kind of forget about that because the sun is now rising. Let's go. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to sort out some sort of food system as soon as possible, really, especially if that's what every night that we live through is going to be like. But I think now that the sun is rising, and as you can see, I have cleared pretty much all anyway, of the trees within our chunks that we have unlocked, I think I'm going to, just spend a little bit unlocking as many chunks as we possibly can, just to expand the area that we're working with ever so much. And then, yeah, I was going to say adventure down into the cave, but at this current moment, wait a second, is that water down there? Yeah, wait, there's no way there was water the whole time. We could have grown those potatoes. And I literally have bones. Oh well though, I guess we might as well just spend some time unlocking these chunks a little bit. Like, what is this? That is a spruce slab. Obviously, we don't have any spruce right now, but this one here, what is that? Is that an oak trapdoor? I'll just make an oak trapdoor and throw it over here. Yes. Okay, look at that. We've now unlocked a couple more trees. But then if I was to come over here, what is this? How do I unlock you? Okay, we can't do that. Is that spruce again, or is that oak? I think it's spruce, but let's have a look. Wait. Okay, no way. Oh my god, water. Okay, this is great. I think because I'm using my my shaders, I couldn't see that was water earlier, because I guess you can't really tell. But let's actually go. Right, okay. So that changes quite a few things. I am just really hoping that I don't know, just anything like a pig or a sheep, especially a sheep, or a cow just spawns within these chunks that we have loaded, or just wanders in from the outside chunks. Because yeah, like I keep saying, if we can get a food farm up as soon as possible, that will get one of our main problems well out of the way. But right, one more dirt. Let's go, look at that. A bunch more water. What's down here? Oh, yes! We've got some coal and iron. Wow. Okay, you know what? Can we get down there safely? There's no way. This is great. Let me just mine up all of this coal quickly, and oh my, the heavens have opened. Yes. Yes, wait, it's so much iron. What is that? That's 3 already. 5, 8 iron. Oh my. Okay, wait, let's go. I'm going to actually quickly just get out of this cave, because 1, I can see a skeleton over there. Oh my god, wait, he can see us. And 2, with this iron, I can come quickly back over to our crafting table over here, and if I was to smelt up some of this iron, 1, we actually have coal to smelt this iron up with now, which is great. But 2, I can now make a shield with one of our pieces of iron. Let's go. Look at that. Okay, we're slightly more protected. And then with the rest of this iron, I think I'm going to make a bucket with 3 pieces of it anyway, because then I can come over to our pretty much infinite water source over here. And now the second we find any sort of... Wait, can't we get wheat seeds? What am I even speaking about? Yeah. There we go. Okay, right. We can start a little farm up already. This is amazing. Let me just get a couple wheat seeds really quick. Also, I don't know what Minecraft thought about adding these, what are they? Yeah, leaf litter. Why? They're so annoying. Look at them. Why are they in the way of everything? If I was trying to build something right here, which I guess we are going to be very soon, they're just in the way. Look at them. Like, why are they even... What do they even do? But right, okay, 9 wheat seeds. The sun, why are these days going so fast? Like, how is the sun already setting? Look at that. That's insane. But either way, yeah, we now have 9 wheat seeds that I can come and place down here. And then obviously, after I just quickly do this, there we go. Look at that. Obviously, it's nothing special right now, but about 5 minutes ago, I was worrying about how we would ever get any food. But us already having a farm up and running is amazing. And I even have 2 bones, which I should be able to make into, yeah, 6 bone meal, which means I can kind of slightly... What is that? Come on. Oh no, only 2. Okay, that's fine though. I guess I could actually expand this farm a tiny bit more. I probably shouldn't be sprinting though, because we still do have no food. But yeah, if I grabbed another bit of water like that, we can plant down a couple more seeds. Let's go. Right. Okay, I think the second that probably this seed here grows, and it gives us 1 extra wheat seed, that'll be enough for obviously... a single piece of bread. But with that single piece of bread, I think I'm going to adventure... Wait, what is that? It's a zombie villager. There's no way. But yeah, down into the cave to try and get a bunch more iron, just to obviously get some better tools, as our axe is on the urge of breaking already. And obviously armor, because... that is probably one of the most important things about a hardcore 100 days challenge. Wait, actually, to be fair, I do have, yeah, 5 iron spare, which obviously isn't too much. What is that? Oh my god, there's a creeper there. Go away. But yeah, with that 5 iron, I may invest it really quickly anyway into a iron helmet. I don't know, I guess that just gets 1 piece of armor out of the way. But yeah, I think for now it's mostly just waiting for 1 single more piece of wheat to grow, which as we can see is slowly getting there. Because I would adventure down into this cave, but I think if I was to peek around this corner, there's probably about 500,000 mobs. Yeah, there's 1 that's nearly there. Yeah, but I'd rather not risk going down inside of that cave for now anyway. Yeah, what the heck? Just look at that. It's so scary. You can stay over there. Go away. Whoa, what the hell? Oh my god, get away. Ah, why are they so scary? Get away. Oh, there's no way. Okay, I think is he dead? Yeah. Oh my, look at that. Yeah, I hope you can see what I mean. I don't know why, but it's just so much scarier seeing these mobs, like... Well, I guess it's probably just not being able to see them. Like, I'm just chilling waiting for this crop to grow for the 100th millionth hour. Well, that's what it feels like anyway. And then I just get ran up on by a baby zombie at 100 million miles an hour. Yeah, look, I can see the sheep in the distance. I just don't know how to lure them in. I kind of need to just wait. If I was to go over towards that direction. No, there's a sheep right here. I've got wool. Please. I can more or less smell it, but it can't see me. Wait, isn't that a spruce? No, that's an oak slab. Yes. Yes. Come on. Oh my. Wait, there's no way. Okay, come on. Just keep following me for a second. Let's go over here. If I was just to make, yeah, a couple of fence. Oh, wait, no. I've gotten rid of the wheat. Hello, come back here. Still got it. Hey, don't you wander off. Don't do that again. Yeah, if I got the sheep to follow me over here, I could really quickly... No, come back. What are you... Okay, oh my god, that was so hard to do. Ha, you've been trapped now, and you're not even getting any of this wheat, because I'm hungry. Right, okay, let's leave the sheep alone, but... Yeah, that's insane. Okay, yeah, so we now have 1 sheep to kind of... I guess breed with another sheep when we get another sheep eventually. But if I was to get, I think there's probably 2 more iron down there in a second to obviously shear this sheep, because all we need is 3 pieces of wool and then we can make a bed, which is amazing. That's another problem out of the way. Wait, there's a pig as well. Come here. You know what? Should we just kill him? Yes, 3 pieces of pork chop. Oh my, we are eating good today. Let me instantly cook that up. You know what? Yeah, I need to keep remembering to unlock the chunks because I keep forgetting. There we go. That's another chunk unlocked. But let me grab these pork chops because we can finally, yes, we can finally regenerate our health. Wow. Okay, that's taken a while. Like I just said, though, I do want to quickly, what is that? A oak door. Okay, I can do that. That's not too hard. There we go. Let's unlock this chunk. Let's go. Chunk 10. Right. We've unlocked a little bit more of this cave as well, which means more coal. Let's go. Probably some more. Oh my god, what is that? Why am I getting trolled on this world? What do you want? Oh my god, he's angry at me. Get away. Ah! Yes. Oh, what is with this world and making me on half a heart? This is horrible. We're instantly going to have to eat that other pork chop that I got, but that doesn't matter. I'd rather not be at half a heart. But yeah, like I was saying, we unlocked another whole bunch of this cave, which probably I can imagine means a bit more iron. But yeah, you know what? I think let me just unlock a couple more chunks like this one over here. What is that? 11th. What about this one? Yeah, okay, 1 dirt. I'm sure we can definitely catch. Yes. But for the 15th time, let me come over here. And yes. Right, okay, this is definitely a whole lot of a nicer area to work with. We have the huge cave down there, but yeah, just a whole bunch more space to mess around with. If I was just to quickly come and light up a little bit more of this space over here, I think I may as well try and have a look if we can get a little bit more iron quickly. I know there's probably about 1 billion mobs down in these caves, and we still don't have our food problem out of the way. Oh my, okay, yeah. That didn't last very long, did it? Wait, there's a pig. Come here. You ran from me earlier, but there's no running now. Come back. Let me just smelt that up. And yeah, literally all I need is 2 pieces of iron quickly to obviously shear this sheep over here in hopes that one, it just drops free wool instantly. If not, to shear it until we get free wool. Because then obviously I can make a bed and just skip the nights, which is so much better. But yeah, no, generally I have a shield and I have an axe and I guess a helmet as well. So why don't we quickly just jump down to the cave and get literally just 2 pieces of iron. I don't need 10. I don't need 20. Well, I guess I do, but just not for now. Okay, wait. We're slowly... Oh, there's iron right there. Okay, there's no way. Can I make... What is that? A oak stair? Come on. Wait. No, there's no way. There we go. Let's go. And we got another achievement. What is that? Unlock 16 chunks. Wow. Okay, but more importantly, there's a bit of iron here, so if I can gather it all up. Nice, another 8 pieces of iron. Is that... Okay, there is more iron here as well. Once we're down here, we may as well get it. And I guess the more I... What's it called? Light up this cave. It means that next time we come down, we shouldn't have that many mobs. Hopefully. Okay, 10 pieces of iron. That is not too bad at all. Obviously, I'm just going to come straight back to the surface real quick. Purely just to smelt up this iron and then make a pair of shears. Let's go. Right, that took way longer than it should have, but hopefully, come on, give 3 first try. What is that? Is that 1? Okay, there's no way. That's fine though, because the sheep should obviously eat the grass and then, well, just gain its fur back again. So if you can hurry up and do that, please, that would be greatly appreciated. But 1 wolf for now, that's not too bad. We only need 2 more, and then we can sleep through these horrible nights. But of course, we have a little bit more spare iron. So I think once this all gets smelted up, I'm going to make myself a chest plate, probably. Wait, no way, his wall's growing back already. Okay. What is that? Is that 2? Yes. Okay, there we go. We now have our 3 pieces of wood that we needed. As I can now come and do this. There we go. Right. If I slap him down and then quickly sleep. Oh my, let's actually go. Okay, that didn't actually take too long. And now that that problem is out of the way, I think I want to actually, I said it before, but this time I'm being serious. I want to expand this chunk. How many were we on now? I think it was 16, yes. I want to get to at least about 30 chunks. And then after that, I should probably start to, I don't know, maybe make a bit more of a base area. Because right now we have, well, this as our base. But yeah, let's see what we need. What is this? 2 dirt, easy. There we go. What's this? 2 more dirt, also easy. Okay, and I think... Is that? Yes! Look at that. Our 30th chunk unlocked. Let's actually go. Funny enough, the more I'm expanding these chunks, I'm seeing, yeah, way more animals. Like, come on. Come here. Yeah, especially over there as well. There's another sheep, which if we could get... Well, there's another 2 sheep, actually. Yeah. And a chicken. But if we could start getting a few more animals running into our chunks we've unlocked, or just... I guess spawning into the chunks we've unlocked, we could definitely make this animal pen slightly bigger and I guess just more effective in general. But overall, that is 30 chunks unlocked so far, and I think that's actually pretty quite nice. I definitely need to go around next time it's night time and place a whole bunch more torches just throughout these, yeah, the new chunks I've just unlocked recently. But yeah, talking about a base, I think if I was to come into this furnace, we should have, what is that, 8 iron. Is that enough for a... Yes. Look at that. A lovely iron chest plate. I think I may as well go back down into the caves for a very short while, just to get another little bit of iron for obviously a tool upgrade, because that's probably quite helpful, and also the last 2 pieces of armor that I need, because then after that I want to already start working on, I don't know, just something towards making this base area looking a little bit nicer. Because obviously by the end of these 100 days, I'm wanting to transform as much of the area that we unlock as possible into the nicest, coolest looking base I possibly can. So is this food smelted up? Yes. Okay, perfect. Back down into the caves we go. Okay, there's some redstone, and I think, oh my god, there's... Get away! I hate these skeletons so much. I can't even fight it back because it's in the different... Ow. Yeah, because it's in the different chunk. How is it... How are you... getting me this well? Yes. Okay, finally some iron. What is that? Really, just 1 piece? Okay, wait, what the hell are you doing? Yeah, but it's okay though, because surely there should be a whole bunch of iron along these caves. As well as apparently 100,000 mobs. Yes, okay, another little bit of iron. What is this now? That is our... How much is that? Okay, 7 pieces of iron. That's not too bad. Obviously, we still need quite a bit more. Wait, is that... Yes. Okay, there's a little bit more up there. This cave does go down pretty much forever, so we could venture down to that way. Yeah, you know what? Why don't we do that? I'm just really concerned about these mobs because they're so insane. Wait, yes. There we go. Look at that. Obviously, we are in hardcore though, so it does make a lot of sense. But yeah, I just want to make sure I don't lose this world. Whoa, oh my god. What the? Okay, we have 19. What is it? Yeah, 19. Get away. Yeah, 19 iron at the moment. And seeing as we are so deep down in this cave, it's insane. I think that will probably do for now. If I was just to get somehow out of the cave. Yeah, okay, there we go. A little bit of our wheat has grown. Yeah, right. Okay, look at that. We can definitely expand this farm fairly soon. I can smelt up this iron, obviously. There we go. That's enough for, I think, our leggings, isn't it? Yes. Right. There we go. And then 4 more iron for our boots. Let's go. Look at that. We finally have a full set of iron armor, which should mean these zombies and especially skeletons, god I hate them skeletons, shouldn't deal too much damage to us anymore. Well, not as much as they did anyway. And then of course with this spare, how much is this? Like 8 iron that we have, we can make, I guess, just some better tools. So yeah, let me make an iron pickaxe. Let's go. That's amazing. An iron sword. There we go. And finally, an iron axe. Nice. Okay, perfect. This is actually really good, because now I think, looking at my inventory and knowing obviously the main goal of the video being obviously to expand these chunks as much as we possibly can, I was thinking if I was to build a storage area as our first kind of structure, that would make quite a lot of sense, because obviously we have a whole inventory full of really random actually stuff on us right now. But if you had somewhere to kind of store it and obviously sort it out, obviously in a very clean way. So yeah, I think let's try and build a storage room. Alright, and there we go. That probably was like, I don't know, like 10 or 20 seconds on your screen, but that took me, maybe not hours, but it felt like a while. Because just chopping down the amount of trees I needed for all of these chests took so long. Let alone going to have to get more iron for the lanterns, but I guess it definitely was worth it, because it does look very nice. I kept it as a very kind of basic wooden shack design, but I can't lie, it looks really nice, especially with the shaders that I'm using on. Right now though, obviously there is no windows on the window gaps, and every single one of these chests are empty. So I think let me quickly just smelt up some sand to get some glass for the windows, and let me sort out all of this stuff and my inventory into these chests quickly, and then we can move on to the next task. Alright, and there we go. If I have a look inside of these chests now, as you can see, I've obviously gotten rid of the chest that was over there, and my inventory is very much clean now, meaning, look, we have now sorted, yeah, most of these chests. Obviously, this whole side here is completely empty. I'm sure eventually these will all be filled up, but just having a storage area like this especially because we need some really, really random, yeah, like, I don't think I've seen that flower in a while, especially on this world. Really random items to unlock the next chunks. If we just have, obviously, a storage area where we can quickly run into and try and locate down each block that we need for each chunk, it should make it a whole lot easier. And as well as that, it does actually just look quite nice. But right, okay, now I think the next thing I want to do, well, the next big thing I want to do anyway, is obviously adventure into the Nether, because I can imagine we have to expand the chunks inside of the Nether, and I can imagine that'll probably take quite a long time, or just be quite difficult. But before that, I think seeing as our farm is ever so slightly starting to grow a bit more, I would like to mine all of it up and see how many seeds. Wait, do we have any other seeds anywhere? I think we may. Okay, wait, we have 3 wheat seeds. But yeah, I just want to try and get as many seeds as we can and then expand this farm, 1, just to make it look nicer, and 2, to obviously try, I say try because it might be quite difficult, but to eliminate our problem of having no food. Because especially if we're going inside of the Nether, I should probably have this food problem sorted quite soon. But yeah, let me just quickly see how many seeds we can get. Yeah, okay, 42, that's better than I thought it would be. And now I just want to quickly spend a tiny bit of time. Where is my hoe? Yeah, just expanding this farm as much as I can, and also just giving it a bit of a nicer design. So yeah, let me just try and do this. Yeah, we have a tiny bit of cobblestone and stone, and it should be enough, I hope. Because if I was to smelt up a bit more of this cobblestone and then start to kind of... Oh wait, I need to place water down. Oh god. Yes, there we go. And then like I was saying, if I was to start to place just a few cobblestone around the kind of outside of this small farm. Yep. Okay, I promise it will look better in a second, but that's good for now, because I just need some of this stone to smelt a little bit more, and then I can come around and place a few stone, and then we can turn some of the rest of the stone into stone bricks and do the exact same thing. Yep, okay, there we go. That's the first tiny bit of the wall complete, and then I just have to come and get probably the rest of this stone here and make some slabs really quick, just to place along the top of these bricks, a bit like that. Yep, there we go. It already looks a lot better. And then finally, I think, do we have a bit of stone left? Yes. Okay, there we go. That's perfect. As now all I have to do is place some of these stairs kind of just in a random location, just like this. There we go. And all right, that is the kind of the Pumpkwins farm design, because I always end up building this exact design in pretty much every video. Obviously, I did say I want to expand it a lot more. I feel like for now, because we only have, what is it, 42 wheat seeds. Yeah, that's probably about right for now. I can imagine by the end of these 100 days, I will probably either just build another one of this farm, but a lot bigger, or I could just expand this one. But finally, before I go and get the obsidian that we need to get to the Nether, if I was just to place down all of these really quick. Yes. Okay. Oh. What the hell? We definitely didn't have enough to obviously fill up the whole farm, but I can imagine fairly soon when all of these crops grow, we'll have enough to fill up this farm and even more, which is perfect. But right, yeah, like I said, I do not actually have a single piece of food to my name left, which is kind of concerning. Oh, wait. I have 2 wheat. Okay. But yeah, it is now time to go back down inside of the mines. Yeah, purely to go and find the obsidian. Well, find some lava to obviously get some obsidian. I suppose we do also need 3 diamonds to make a diamond pickaxe to get the obsidian. But we need to do both of them things so we can gather enough to make a nether portal somewhere up here to obviously adventure into the nether and try and get on with the expansion of the world. Well, the nether world. So right, okay, here goes nothing. I think, if I remember, I'm pretty sure we're slightly more stacked than last time we came down into this cave, because if you remember, we were getting absolutely destroyed by the skeletons. Wait. Oh, it's just one. That's annoying. I've just got to keep my eyes out for some diamonds and also, obviously, the lava. Oh, hello. But God, if you couldn't tell, I cannot wait until we have infinite food, because I can't even sprint without just half of my my food just depleting. Some lapis. I mean, I might need that fairly soon to enchant diamonds if we find any diamonds. Oh, wait. Okay. Oh my God. There's always a skeleton there. What the hell? I was going to say we found a bigger cave, which is great, but obviously that comes with a million skeletons. There's got to be diamonds down here, hopefully. Yes. Wait, okay, let's go. Wait, that's actually a couple as well. We needed 3, and I think, obviously it's at least 3, but is it? No. Okay, it is literally just 3. That's perfect. Let me just craft them up instantly into a diamond pickaxe. Let's go. Look at that. That's one challenge out of the way. Now we just need to try and find this lava. And, well, I mean, more diamonds would be quite good as well. Wait, there's no way. Okay, there's lava right there. Let me just try and get down there safely. But that is actually perfect. No, wait, and it's actually a pool. I thought it was just one piece of lava, but yeah. Let's go. Yes, right. And I don't think there's any room for any skeletons or mobs to spawn. So we should just be able to pick up 8 pieces of... Wait, is it 8? No, it's 10 pieces of obsidian, I think. Wait, oh my... Okay, I shouldn't have spoken. What the hell? Whoa, wait, there's actually so many mobs. Oh, and I think I just saw a skeleton. Yep, okay, it's over. How is he surviving? Oh my god, I'm so low. I don't want to peek this corner because there's probably more skeletons, but I think I just saw... Yes! Oh, there's 2 more things of diamonds. Okay, let's go. Let me just get the obsidian first, really quick. Yes! Okay, right. That is the 10 obsidian that we needed. Let's actually go. Now, I do really want to get them diamonds, but I'm very much concerned about our health and, as usual, lack of food. But I think... Wait, can we have a little look if there's any mobs over there? Please just... Okay, right. Let me quickly... try and get these diamonds. Wait, there's so many. What is this? That was 6 diamonds. That's insane. Yeah, there's another vein right here that I'm going to quickly try and get. Is that it? Yep. Okay, that would do. Let's leave. Let's get out of this cave. We have 8 diamonds now, and obviously the most important thing, but the 10 obsidian. Oh my god, that actually scared me. Whew. Oh, and there's a zombie as well. It's just great. I love this. This is just so fun. Right, get me out of this cave, please. Yes. Oh my god, I'm back at the surface. It's nighttime, so I'm going to quickly run and just try and sleep. Wait, where's our bed? And let's go. Wait, and some of our crops are starting to grow. Let's actually go. We somehow, on 2.5 hearts, as usual, managed to get 8 diamonds and obviously, more importantly, the 10 obsidian that we need to make this nether portal in a second. Funny enough, before we do that, I'm going to have to wait for some food to grow because I don't think the nether's going to be a very long trip if I go in there with 2.5 hearts. Yeah, okay, we can make a piece of bread. But I suppose we may as well. I would like to build some sort of like, nothing huge or insane, but I would like to build some sort of shrine for the nether portal. I think that'll be something that we do obviously later in the video. I think for now I might actually just place it maybe like on top of this kind of cliff thing here, this hill. Also, wait, I am so silly. I could just be mining the seeds to get more seeds to plant. Why didn't I think of that earlier? Oh my. Yeah, no, look, I can literally just... What is this? How many seeds can I get? Yeah, that's like 12 seeds in a second. Oh my, okay, right. I'm also pretty sure, didn't we get... Yeah, 6 bones, which is... Wow, 18 bone meal. If I was just to bone meal a bit more of this wheat here, and this should be enough to... Yes, look at that. We finally have enough wheat seeds and just a big enough farm to probably have infinite food. Obviously, like I was saying, I was about to place down the nether portal until I realized I've been silly this whole time and I could have just got wheat seeds. But yeah, if I was just to come probably right here or something and place down the portal, obviously, like I said, I will eventually obviously make this into more of a shrine than just a nether portal in the open. But yeah, for now, we just need it purely to obviously adventure into the nether. So yeah, that will do for now. However, I swear, did we have a flint and steel? I swear we had a flint and... Oh no, we had shears, didn't we? I think there's probably gravel in this river. Yes, right, okay, there we go. That's our flint and steel. Finally, let's go. Which now means I can come over here and we finally have access to the nether. This is great. I'm kind of scared to go in there because I'm just always scared to go in there. It's quite scary. And I think, yeah, it's probably... Why don't we just go and see what the nether's actually saying? I'm hoping... Well, I can imagine the chunks will be locked, but I don't actually know. So let's have a look. Oh... Okay, yep, exactly what we thought was going to happen. To be fair, 1 netherrack to unlock the next chunk is not bad at all, but I'm just praying that the fortress is somewhere close, because if it isn't, that's going to be quite a problem. But obviously, yeah, let me mine 1 piece of netherrack and expand this chunk here. Yes, chunk 31. Let's go. What is this? A nether... Wait, what even is that? Am I being silly? We need 1... Is that a mushroom? How's that going to happen? I'm pretty sure that's a nether brick, but I actually can't lie. I don't think I've ever crafted a nether brick, and I don't think I actually know how to craft a nether brick. Yeah, so apparently it is just smelting netherrack, supposedly. I actually don't think I've ever done this in my life, so that's a first. Yeah. Wait, there we go. Okay, 2 nether bricks. I think we're probably going to need... God, hundreds of them. But let me just take them free for now and see if we could expand a little bit more. Come on. Yes, chunk 32. Right, okay. We need more mushrooms for this one. Also, I just googled and apparently we can get mushrooms obviously from the nether. Funny enough, because I don't think that would be an option to obviously expand the chunks. So I guess we're just going to have to hope. I mean, we didn't get the best spawn, I can't lie. We definitely could have got a nicer spawn. Oh my, right. Okay, we can see the rest of the nether. And wait, isn't that... Yeah, I see a warped biome over there. I know they have mushrooms there. So if we can try and just make our way over that direction. And then I suppose once we get the mushrooms over there, we can just start to maybe expand just in each direction until we either have a sight of the fortress or don't, I suppose. Wait, yes. Oh my god, okay, I was just expanding the, obviously, funny enough, the chunks. But I have seen, look at that. We can see mushrooms. That's huge. If we can get some of them, which I think I need, I don't actually know what that is. That might be quite hard to get, but we can get some mushrooms. What even is that? That's the basalt, like, block things? Yes. Wait, there's brown mushrooms down here as well. And yeah, there's a couple of them. Yes. Right, okay, let's go. Let's get all of these mushrooms, as many as we possibly can. Yeah, like right there is the, what is that? That's the basalt stuff that we saw earlier, which we needed for, I think, back up there to get to the other mushrooms. Wait, do we have? Yes. Let's go. The 2 nether brick that we need. So, oh, let's actually go. We've got some red mushrooms now, which is obviously a huge bonus because now we have, what is that? Yeah, brown mushrooms and red mushrooms, which, like I said, we should be able to bone meal. But we've also got access to more gravel and, more importantly, what actually is it called? Basalt? Yeah, the basalt that we needed. So let me just quickly mine up a whole bunch of these blocks really quick, and then I think I'm going to try and go round where we came from, kind of nearer to the portal area, and head towards that the warped forest, I think. Right, okay, yep, that's probably enough. Look at our blocks. We now have a bunch of netherrack, bunch of black stone, which I think was one of the trade options for the chunks, bunch of magma blocks, and yeah, the basalt. Like I said, I just want to quickly come over, hopefully, if I can remember where I came from anyway. Yes, back over this way, because isn't that's something to do with black stone or something? Do I have? Yes, that looks about right. Yes, there we go. Let me collect absolutely all of these. And I think, aren't we pretty close to... Yeah, look at that. We're really close to the warped forest. Yes, there is no way. And oh, right, okay, that makes sense. Now that we're obviously in the warped forest, it's giving us options to use the I think that's the warped wood or something to unlock the next chunks. But like I said, I just wanted to have a quick look around to see if we could actually see any sign of the nether fortress. Also, oh my god, look at the number. Oh no, what? Oh my god, get away. Yeah, okay, I think if I was just to walk back over to the nether fortress, no, not the nether fortress. I wish it was the nether fortress. I mean the nether portal. We've gone really far, whatever that direction is, and I couldn't see any sign of a fortress. But I would like to go and expand the chunks just a little bit in the complete opposite direction. That way we've searched probably quite a few hundred blocks within the nether. But obviously, yeah, like I said, we now have access to mushrooms. So if we can try and do this a little bit. Wait! There's no way. Okay, that is insane. Is that actually... Yes! Oh my, okay, right, that is incredible. Wait, that's actually really good. Not only did we just find the fortress, which is obviously the main reason we have to come into the nether, but we luckily managed to unlock the warped forest over that direction, which means we can get the eyes of the ender pearls. And now that we see the nether fortress over there, it means that we can get guaranteed blaze rods, which means we can actually get the eyes of ender for the ender dragon fight. But I can't lie, we're still not very stacked yet, and I mostly came into the nether just so we could see if we can actually see the fortress or not. And now that I know it's right there and we can definitely easily access that fortress whenever we want, I think I'm gonna go back the way I know through the portal again and spend some time obviously back on the overworld getting even more stacked, because right now we are actually quite poor still, as then that will fully prepare us to come back into the nether, get the stuff for the fortress, more importantly the eyes of ender, and then actually have a shot at beating the game. But oh my way, look at this. One of the main reasons we came back from the nether just then anyway, like I said, was obviously to get more stacked, but more importantly it was because I ran out of food. However, looking at this farm, that will not be for very long at all. But yeah, like I said, I would now love to, obviously that's kind of hard to get, a honey bottle, but hopefully just expand this area a little bit more, because I don't know, we might even be able to get some more items. I can see about 1 million horses over that direction, as well as chickens and cows, of course, right there. But maybe we could get another wood type to obviously use in the builds that we do. But I don't know, I just feel like we haven't expanded these chunks in a while, so if I quickly just spend some time doing that, we should then have a big enough area to start making some small upgrades to our kind of main base area. Because as much as we could just progress through and try and beat the game, hours are quickly ticking by, and like I did say, by the end of these 100 days, I want this base area to look insane. And right now, it's obviously not looking too bad, but being confined within these not many chunks right now, we can't do too much with that. So yeah, I guess cue the chunk expansion montage. Yes, let's go. Like, look at this. We've now got access to sugarcane, which is obviously going to help us a ton. Because like I said, later when I want to upgrade and, enchant my armor, we didn't have sugarcane, and now we have sugarcane. And there is no way. I just missed it. But as you can see, after I unlock this chunk, yes, we have done over 100 chunks now. And if you look at that, we have definitely expanded this world a decent amount. I just want to quickly sleep and unlock a tiny bit more down there by the water. And then after that, I think we are ready to expand this lovely base area. Yes, okay, and I think that is probably enough for now. Compared to before, I think we have now tripled the area that we have to work with. And I guess that's probably the last time we really need to expand the chunks around this area anyway, until we need to find the stronghold, which I am definitely quite worried about, because I don't know how long that's going to take. But yeah, it's actually starting to kind of feel like we're getting somewhere. But yeah, right, okay, now I do think, like I just said, now that we have the base area expanded by quite a bit, I think before we progress more with the game in such as getting the diamond armor and tools and enchanting all of that stuff, before we obviously go back inside of the Nether, I think I would like to spend a little bit of time not being homeless. And by that, I mean turning this crafting table, furnace, and bed into a nice, small but good looking house, probably right here, I can imagine. I do also have plans of obviously, one, getting just another sheep and a whole bunch more animals like the pigs, and building some sort of animal farm barn thing. But for now, I think if I can spend a tiny bit of time making a very nice house area here, where we can store all of our really OP items and just have a nicer area to live in that isn't just next to the farm over there, that would be really, really nice. And then like I said, after that's complete, it should then be about time to start gathering stuff back inside of the Nether. So yeah, if I was just to slightly, ever so slightly, terraform this area here, and then just come over here and deforest pretty much this whole forest, I can imagine. And then I don't really have a design idea in my mind, but I kind of just usually, when I build houses, I just kind of go for it and hope and pray and hope that it looks really good. So yeah, let's try and do this. Yeah, okay, I think something like this is kind of a nice, yeah, that's definitely big enough. I think that looks quite cool, actually. I've gone with, obviously, oak wood as the kind of beams for the house, like the main structure. However, I think I'm going to use some birch wood, as controversial as it is, to maybe fill in the walls, because I think, yeah, that actually looks quite nice. So let me try and cook this a bit. Oh my, right, and look at that. I can't lie, I think I've slightly cooked. You guys are going to have to tell me if you like it, but I think it looks pretty nice. As for the inside, I've left it very basic, but it looks still really nice. Obviously, we now have a nicer place for our bed, so we're not homeless next to the farm anymore. Hello, sheep. And obviously, like I said, I was going to move all of my, well, I say all, it's just a furnace, a crafting table, and a chest. But still, it's still neater being in here. And then finally, I've left a chest, well, a double chest, in the middle of the house, in which we can store our most valuable items. So if I was to quickly run over to our storage room, I think, didn't we have, yeah, some lapis, our diamonds, an ender pearl? Yeah, look, there we go. We now have somewhere to actually store our valuable items. And like I said, I am pretty happy with how the house has turned out. out. It looks pretty nice. But obviously, like I said, now that that problem is out of the way, the next challenge that we have is to go and upgrade our tools, and not only tools, our armor, as the days are quickly running by, and we still have to conquer the Nether and of course conquer the end. So if we can go get some diamond armor and tools and also enchant them, we should soon then be ready to tackle back inside of the Nether and progress even further on with the game. So after I quickly just sort out my very messy inventory into these chests here, and also come over to replenish our food source. Yeah, there we go, 25 bread. Right. Okay, it is time to get back down inside of these mines and hopefully come back up with enough diamonds. Oh my, I hate this cave so much. I'm hoping to spend as little time as possible down inside of this cave, so hopefully I can just stumble across huge veins of diamonds. Wait, whoa, this cave goes way deeper than I thought it did. Yes, wait, okay, let's go. Oh no, where's that? Let's pray it's not just one. Come on, please. Yes, wait, let's go. No way, it's so many again. 6 diamonds. Wait, okay, let's go. That's actually not a bad start at all. No, get away. Oh my god. Yes. Wait, no, we walked past diamonds. Oh, please just don't be 1. No, I need more. Okay, how many, please? No, don't be 1. Oh no. Wait, yes, okay, there's even more. We're on 7 so far, so let's hope that this is... Okay, 10. Wait, 11. I think that's probably enough for our tools already, but obviously we need enough for a full set of armor as well. Okay, what is this? This is our 17th. Okay, wait. After I get this one, we have 20 diamonds now. That is pretty good. I've completely forgotten the exact amount of how many we need. I think it's probably... Wait, let me calculate it. Yes, it's 24 diamonds for our full set of diamond armor. Oh, wait, there's so many. Wait, what is that? And then obviously we need a few more diamonds for our tools. So let's say if I can try and get 40 diamonds. Oh my, wait, why are there so many mobs over that way? 40 diamonds, and that should very much be enough. Wait, oh my god, there's no way. That's insane. Let me just place some torches quickly. I just heard some spiders through the wall and I thought it was another cave, but there's no way. I've not seen a spawner room in so long. Is there any diamonds around before I check the chest? No, I don't think so, but you never know. Wait. Oh my god, a name tag and a golden apple. Let's go. And then the other chest. Wait, a saddle. Okay, that's actually pretty cool, I guess. If we found this spawner earlier on in the video, I could have made some sort of XP farm of some sort. But obviously, we have way too many more things to do in this video before the 100 days is over. And I don't think building an XP farm would benefit us too much. But you never know. Maybe if this video does well, we could do a part 2 and I could make a huge XP farm. But anyway, I need diamonds. Where are they? Yeah, and you know what? What is this? Our 33rd diamond. I think I'm going to probably call it there, because we already have a diamond pickaxe to our name. And obviously, I calculated that it's about 24. Oh my god, get away. Yeah, 24 diamonds for our full set of diamond armor. So I think if I was just to come and get a bit more obsidian, obviously for our enchant table. Yes, right, okay, there we go, our 5 obsidian, which now means we can actually get out of this cave, and probably for the last time. Hopefully, anyway. Yes, and there we go. It is actually still daytime, which is incredible. Oh, actually, wait, I don't think for very long. But either way, we are back, and wow, yeah, actually, I'm really liking how this base area is looking. And we haven't even done too much to it yet, really. But if I was to come over to this crafting table over here, I can make some diamond boots, leggings, helmets, and chest plates. Let's go. Look at this. There's no way. We now have a full set of diamond armor. Do you like it? Wait, yeah. Look at me. Do you like my armor? Ah, yeah, I thought so. And we also have 9 diamonds spare, which means I could probably go and craft up some tools quickly. Yeah, there we go. And look at that. I do obviously want to enchant our diamond armor and tools, which means we need to make... Wait, do I have... Where's my sugarcane? Yes, wait, there it is. If I was to come over here by our water and start placing down this sugarcane we have, that should very slowly probably grow into enough paper for our bookshelves and book to make our enchant table. But let's actually go. But wait, you know what? To be fair, I was just thinking, because obviously this sugarcane down here is going to take a very long time to start growing, especially because we need so much of it for obviously the bookshelves. Obviously, I did want to enchant our diamond tools and armor before we go back inside of the Nether. But seeing as the days are quickly ticking past, I think once we do wait for that sugarcane to grow, I want to go back inside of the Nether already and just get all of the stuff that we need prepared for this end fight. Also, it's really good. I can now see that there's a bunch of cows around the chunks that we unlocked earlier. And obviously, once we get back from this short nether trip... Oh, wait. And there's one right here. We will need to breed a few of them to obviously get the leather along with the sugarcane. And then we should be able to enchant our armor in perfect timing for this final ender dragon fight. But yeah, for now, let's try and conquer the nether again. I'm pretty sure, wasn't it over... Yeah, I think it was over this way. Yeah, no, wasn't it around this corner? Yes. Oh my god, look at it. We obviously still need to actually unlock a way to get over there, but I don't think that would be too hard, hopefully. Yeah, like 3 netherrack. That's easy. And I think... Yes! Oh my god, our 120th chunk unlocked. And as you can see, we now have access to the nether fortress. Oh my. Obviously, I still need to keep an eye out for a blaze spawner because that's the only reason we're here. But that shouldn't be too hard to do. Wait, I think I actually... Wait, there's no way there's one right there. That's insane. What is it? Okay, 4 basalt or whatever that is. Yeah, we actually have 4 basalt. Oh my. Okay, this is insane. I think if I was to do this really quick... Yes! Did that unlock it? Yes, let's go! Yes! Oh my god, okay. Let's actually go. That's our first blaze rod. I don't actually know how many we're going to need. Probably quite a few, I think. But 1 blaze rod does give us 2 blaze powder. Oh my god, look at this. Okay, so that's about 4 so far, which is... Wait, how many? That is 10 blaze powder. To be fair, I don't think we actually need much more. Maybe we could get, like, just another 10. But for some reason, they're just doing so much damage. Okay, and I just need 1 final blaze rod, please. Yes! Oh my god, we can get out of here. I think if I was to craft these 5 blaze rods into blaze powder... Yes! Right, okay, that is 20 blaze powder, which means we now have enough for 20 eyes of ender, which surely should be enough. Yeah, so I now only have 3 pieces of bread. I'm pretty sure I came into the nether with like 30 or something, and now I have 3. That explains how hard them blazes were anyway. But that shouldn't be too bad, because I think all that we need to do now, before we never have to come back into the nether again, is to obviously get the ender pearls. And obviously, thankfully, we actually know where the warped forest is. I think it's like kind of over that direction. Yes! Okay, there we go. We're back inside of the warped forest. Well, pretty much anyway. We're definitely... Wait, why do I hear a ghost? Oh, you stay over there. But yeah, we're definitely going to have to expand these chunks a tiny bit more before endermen start to spawn. There we go. Okay, that's 1 more. 123 chunks, by the way. That's insane. Okay, there should be another one, I think. Yes. Okay, wait, surely some endermen are going to start to spawn now. Wait, yes. Oh my god, there's one right here. No, come back. He just ran to the other chunk, but that's good that there's a sign of just any enderman. Look at me. Hey, look at me. Oh my, okay. Oh no. Die. Die. Yes. Oh, and of course no ender pearl. Hey, turn around. Oh no. Oh my god. There we go, and that's our 10th ender pearl. We just need 10 more now. Yes. Okay, you know what? I'm going to come down here because I think that is our... What is that? Yeah, 16th ender pearl, which means we have a stack of ender pearls. And I can't lie, I think that's probably about enough. Because I know we have 20 blaze powder, but seeing as I'm on my very last 2 pieces of food, and we're still very far away from the portal right now, I think if we were to craft these ender pearls up with our blaze powder, and we can see we have 16 eyes of ender, you would very much think that is probably enough. Oh my god, no, get away, please, we're so close. I think around this corner it should be. Yes, right, quickly. And nice. Wow, okay. Our farm is nearly fully stocked now, which is amazing timing. But I am more happy with the fact that we never have to go back through that nether portal again. I think I went through nearly 2 shields and, well, a whole bunch of food. But that now means we hopefully, I say hopefully because I don't know how many we're going to use, but have enough eyes of ender to 1, locate down the stronghold fairly soon, and 2, just beat the game. But more importantly, I don't think our sugarcane has grown at all. I don't know if that's because when we're inside of the nether, none of our crops grow. But either way, now that we're back on the overworld, let's hope that the sugarcane starts to grow a bit quicker. But that isn't too big of a problem because right now we still have... Oh no. Yeah, I have 23 leather. And as I said before I went through the nether portal, we are going to have to go around and kill a whole bunch more cows. Or at least just breed some anyway. Because we're going to need as much leather as we possibly can to make this enchant table. I think for now, let me quickly just chuck our eyes of ender into our very valuable chest. And wait, we have another ender pearl there. And along with our blaze powder. Also, you may have noticed that I had taken off my diamond armor. Well, apart from my boots anyway. And that's because whilst fighting enchaunting all of them mobs. Look how much durability. It took off all of our diamond armor. That's obviously why I was wanting to get the enchants before going inside of the nether. But seeing as the day counter's going way too fast, we couldn't have done that. But it's not too bad because we should, after I kill about 1 billion cows, be able to enchant our armor. Yes, okay, and after me AFKing for a little bit, and obviously, as you would have seen, getting a bit more leather. How much is this? This should be a decent amount. 18? Okay, wait, to be fair, how much actually is that in paper? 18, right. I know I need to make, how many can I make? 6 books. And then if I just come and grab a bit more wood really quick, and 2 of my diamonds, I can now make our, how do I make it? Is it like this? Yes, there we go. Our enchant table. And that is not too bad because we still have 5 books to our name. Obviously, the sugarcane. Wait, where the hell did I just put the sugarcane? Oh, I made the paper, didn't I? Oh my, okay. And I think our sugarcane should still be, yes, okay, it's slightly starting to grow back again. I can't lie, I think for a minute, I might actually just, every time it grows back, I might just expand it along this beach a little bit more. Because I think if I could fill up this corner, that should get us even more sugarcane even faster. But I can't lie, for now, obviously we can't really do pretty much anything until that sugarcane grows and we can enchant our armor slightly. And I can't remember if you guys remember, but earlier in the video I said I would quite like to make an area for our enchant table because there's not really space inside of the house, and obviously that's a storage room. So I think if I was just to kind of clear up this area over here and terraform it slightly, I don't want to make anything too crazy because obviously we have way bigger priorities, but I'd like to build a small little shack area that we can keep our enchant table in. So yeah, let me just try and cook something really quick. Alright, and there we go. Look at this. I'm actually really happy with how it's turned out. If I just come and put a lantern on each corner of the build really quick. There we go. And look at this. That really does not look too bad at all. Obviously for the inside I've left the space completely clear for the bookshelves when we get them pretty soon by the looks of it, but I think overall that actually looks really nice. I do want to quickly just connect the build up to the rest of the path over here. There we go. Let's go look at that. But obviously now that is complete and looking all nice, I want to come back over to the sugarcane because there should be enough for, let's have a look. That is 15. Okay, that's not too bad, I don't think. That is, okay, 15 paper, which means another 5 books. Okay, we have 10 books now. So if I come into this build that we just built here and place 3 along the back. Right. Okay, there we go. We're still missing like so many of them. But for now, if I was to test it with my diamond sword. Yeah, right. Okay, we can get very basic enchants, and I am actually not looking to get obviously max level 30 enchants across all of the armor and tools, because with the days that we have left in this world, that is just not possible. That would take way too long. So I am just kind of hoping to get like prot 2 and maybe some unbreaking along all of the tools and armor obviously. So I don't think we're going to need a max level enchant table, but we are definitely going to need a whole bunch more sugarcane. Oh my, wait, let's actually go. Oh my, look at that. Well, let me quickly just run over there. I have just been AFK for, I don't actually know how long, but a very long time. I kind of just left my computer on and went outside for a bit. But look at this. Before I did go, I expanded the sugarcane, as you'll see in a second. Yeah, around this corner by quite a lot. And oh my, yeah, that was a good idea. Let's see how much this is. Yes, 53. Right. 51 paper means how many? 18 books, which means 6 bookshelves. Right, that's probably enough, I can't lie. Let me just grab a bit of this wood here, and there we go. Let's actually go. 6 bookshelves. That should definitely, if I was to place maybe 3 along here and then 1 either side, that should make, okay, this should surely, let's have a little check. Yeah, I can't lie, sharpness 2 on the sword for only 11 XP levels. What about for our chest plate? Is it half? Yeah, protection 2. You know what, that's actually pretty good. I'm happy with that. Obviously, as much as I would love to spend the time to make this enchant table like a max level enchant table and stuff. Like I said about the XP farm down in the mine, if this video does do well and you guys want to see a part 2, obviously we could get max level enchants, so I could even make a trader villager hall of some sort. But for now, if I was to choose this trade here, that's not too bad. Protection 2. Now how about our leggings? Another protection 2. Let's go. And unbreaking 2. That is actually a really good enchant. Unbreaking 3 for our helmet. Whoa. And respiration. Okay, that's not too bad. And then finally for our boots, unbreaking 3. Okay, I don't mind that. How about if I came and made a bow really quick, because obviously we're going to need a bow for the dragon fight. How the hell do you make a bow? Ah, right, there you go. And if I try to enchant this, come on, please be something half decent. Power 2, you know what? Yeah, that will do. You know what? Let's just slap on anything we can. Let's just get, I don't know, knockback 1, sure. Let's get some unbreaking for our pickaxe. Some efficiency 2, to be fair, it's not too bad. We said we wanted to get some enchants, and we have a fully enchanted diamond set of armor, and obviously not very good enchanted tools really at all, but they should definitely do for now. But alright, okay, yeah, I think now that's sorted out of the way, it is finally time to try and locate down wherever on earth this stronghold is. And I'm just praying that 1, we have enough Eyes of Ender to locate down where the stronghold is, and 2, that is just not a million blocks away, because that could be a very big problem. And also, like I said before, when we are back from defeating the end, if we actually get back safely, I have one final build that I want to do that's related to this nether portal, which some of you might remember me talking about earlier in the video. But before we can do any of that, I just need to clear out my inventory a bunch. Nice, yeah, and there we go. We have enough blocks to build, or just whatever we need to obviously break the crystals, and we have enough food, I think. Yeah, whoa. But finally, let me just grab my 16 Eyes of Ender, and I can't lie, you know what? Let's just make the last eye as well with this spare ender pearl that I have. But okay, let me come into the middle of our base area and use our first eye to see what direction. Okay, this one here. Oh no, okay. Our first eye broke, but I'm not going to use that many because I just know that it's now in this direction. So if we just try and head in this direction, we should eventually get there. Something's telling me this is going to take quite a long time. And I am slightly concerned because I'm pretty sure the more we progress like through these chunks, the harder it gets. So let's hope that's not the case. Yeah, like, look, 10 dirts now to unlock this next chunk. And pretty much like 5 chunks back that way, it was only 1 dirt. So that is slightly concerning, but we should be fine, hopefully. Okay, 150 chunks, we're slowly getting there. I can't lie, it's still not too bad. Like, 6 pork chops isn't terrible. We are about to spend our first night on the road attempting to find this stronghold. But so far, we're not doing too bad. Okay, and I can't lie, that's our 160th, and we're starting to unlock some chunks that are costing fish again, which is slightly concerning. However, I just want to make sure we're still heading in the right direction, because since the spawn, I've literally, as you can probably kind of see there, I've been going in this straight pattern. So I know I don't want to use these eyes too much, but please, yes. Okay, wait. Oh, it's in the tree, but well, at least we know we're going in the right direction. Whoa, okay, now we're in a different biome. We're in some, like, snowy biome. We need snowballs to get the next chunks now. I'm also pretty sure if I was to unlock this chunk... Yes, wait, we're only 3 away from our 200th chunk, which is amazing. Okay, and I think... Yes, look at that. Our 200th chunk of the video so far. Oh, no, okay, it's got up to 20 dirt per chunk unlock now. Well, when it obviously asks for dirt anyway. But I can't lie, that's still not too bad. Also, I swear cows never look like this. I might just be tweaking, but I don't think I've ever seen a cow look like this. And I don't think I have any mods installed that make them look any different. Yeah, like, what the hell is this? I've never seen that in my life ever. It's like a purple chicken. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure this is our, what is that? Yes, 250th chunk now. Surprisingly, it's actually not getting too much harder. Like, it's still only 12 snowballs for the next chunk here. And as you can see, that doesn't take long at all. Yeah. Okay, I think it's probably about time I do another check of the eye. And yep, okay, it's still in this direction. Please don't break. We've got to be closer now, though. Wait, what on earth? There's an igloo. There's no way. I haven't seen one of these in absolutely years. Oh, wait, it's an actual village. Wait, what? There's no way we could probably get a whole bunch of villagers here. Yeah, look. There's no way. Wait, is it... Yes, no way. Okay, I think it's below us. I just tested it with one of the eyes, and I think if I was to... Yeah, wait, is it? Let me just do one final test. Is it? Yes. Okay, let's go. It actually is down here. All right, let me go dig down. Surely it's got to be here somewhere. Yes. Wait, okay, let's go. We've just dropped straight into it. This is amazing. Obviously, now I've just got to go find where the portal room is. So hopefully that's not too far. Okay, let's come down this way and... Okay, nothing so far. Wait, okay, no way. That was perfect timing. We actually need to unlock this chunk somehow. And I'm not actually too sure what it costs. Is it that? The 15 gunpowder? Or is it... Yes, wait, 15 snowballs. That's amazing. As now, if I come back through here and... Oh my god, get away. Quickly break this spawner. Wait, there's no way. Okay, 1, there was no eyes that spawned in the portal, so thankfully we still have 12. But 2, we annoyingly have to unlock 2 more chunks. There we go. That's our 300th chunk as well. Wow. That was quite good timing. But oh my wow, we finally got here. And I can't lie, it didn't actually take too long. Like, we still have 48 steak to our name, so we definitely have enough food. And yeah, you know what? I'm pretty sure if I was to fill in these eyes real quick... And the final one, yes! I am slightly concerned of how the chunk lock is going to be inside of this end, but I guess there's only one way to find out. Oh, wait, look at this. We've made it inside of the end. Let's go. And the moment of truth. Wait, what? There's no way. Oh, wait, no. Okay, the end is locked. What's this? Okay, 9 endstone, that's fine. Oh, okay, so it's just the towers that are locked. That makes more sense. Yes, that's the first tower unlocked. Just got to build up to the top. Yes! Yes, that's the second. Yes! Oh my god! Okay, now it's just the final one. Yes! And now it's just the dragon to tackle. No, I've run out of arrows. He's about half health though, so it's slowly getting there. And... Wait! Really? No! Oh my god, look at his health! He's on literally nothing. There's no way. One final hit. Yes! Oh my god. Let me just gather up all of this lovely XP, but there is actually no way. I didn't even think we'd get to the end in this video because I thought it would be way too hard. But as you can see, if I click this egg and quickly do this, let's go. There's actually no way. And now that we have that, we can jump back through the portal. Yes! Wait, let's actually go. We are back in our base area, completely safe. Still with 40 steak as well, which is kind of insane. And the Ender Dragon has now been defeated. So let me just really quickly sleep, because as you may remember, I said that once the Ender Dragon was defeated, as one last thing to build before the video is over, I want to spend the last literally few minutes on this world, just giving this nether portal area a slight upgrade, and of course making an area where we can place down this dragon egg. So right, yeah, let me just try and click this for the last time. Alright, and there we go. Look at that. It definitely looks a whole lot nicer than just having a random nether portal there. And as usual, I think it definitely adds to the build quite a lot. Also, what the hell is this? There's no way. Yeah, you're pointless. Oh god, hello. But either way, if I come over here and place our dragon egg on top of this block here, that now means that we have officially spent 100 days. But we have to buy the chunks around us. If you guys ended up enjoying this video, please leave a like and subscribe. And also comment any other ideas that you have for other 100 days challenges, as I need every idea you can possibly think of. Also, if you've enjoyed watching me build this world, I've actually made a new Patreon where I'm going to upload this day 100 world for you guys to download. So if you want to help support me make future videos just like this one and also look around the world for yourself, I will leave that link in the description. But for now, this has been 100 days, but you have to buy chunks, and I'll see you guys very, very soon.